Hello guys, and welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to design an image hover like this one that you can see on the screen here, simply by using HTML and CSS. So without further ado, let's jump right inside the code. So here is my index.html file. I also have my style.css file here. So these are the two files that we're going to be using throughout this video. So let me start by writing the HTML code to design this image hover effect. So I will say div and give it a class here. You can call this class whatever name. As for me, I'm going to call it image post like this. And inside, I am going to put my image tag. So img, and I'm say source images. Okay, so images here that I'm writing is the folder in which I'm keeping all my images. I'm going to say image1, for example. All right, then I'm going to close this tag. I'm going to write another div tag. This is going to be for the overlay. Okay, I'm going to say overlay like this, and inside the overlay I'm going to write an h1 tag, and I'm going to say image hover and save. So this overlay, as you can see here, when I hover, you have this overlay color, and then you have the text here. So this is for the HTML part of my design. So now it's time for us to design the CSS part. So as usual, I'm going to start with the generic element properties. So that's going to be the body, and I will give it the background color. I'll simply say background like this. I will give it a dark color, as you could see in the design I showed you earlier on. So I'm going to say 40. I need to give a font family. So I'm going to say Poppins. Okay, so this is a Google font. As you can see, I am importing it here. So import URL, and I have Poppins here. So that's the font I'm going to be using throughout this design. So some other generic CSS properties will be the margin will be 0, and then the padding as well will be 0. So the next class I'm going to start will be the image post. Okay, image post. So I would want to place it at the center and the middle of my web page. So I'm going to say top 50%, left 50% as well, and then transform. We'll write translate minus 50% minus 50% like this. And I'm going to say width. I need to give it a width of 800 pixels, and then the height, as usual, this would be 600 pixels. The position, I would say relative, and the cursor property will be pointer. Then save. So the next tag I'm going to style will be the image. So I'll do like this. I need to give it a width. So I will say width. The width here will be the same width as the width we gave for the image post class. And I will also give the same height. So 600 pixels. And I will say display block. And let me refresh and see what happens. So I need to change the position. It's relative, not relation, like this. Yeah. So as you can see here, I have my text. So I have to make sure that this text will come at the middle of the image right here. So what should I do? So let me style the overlay class. As you know, we have this class here, which is overlay. So I'm going to style it, and I will also give it the same width, 800 pixels, the same height, 600 pixels. I will give it the position absolute for it to make sure that it comes on top of the image, and So I would say display flex and also a background color. So I need to make sure that the background color is transparent. So this is the code I used for the background color. Yeah, if I come here and refresh, all right, let me add, so I would say top 0. Yeah, as you can see, now it's okay. Let's say overflow hidden. So make sure that the text will be at the center. So I'll say center like this, and align items will also be center. Yeah. So if I come and refresh, yeah, as you can see, the text is now at the center of the image. All right, so I need to style the text, the H1 tag. So I will simply say overlay H1, then the color, I'll say white because I need a white color. Font size, let me say 60 pixels. Then as you can see here, I have a white border, okay, surrounding the text. So that's, I will say border, yeah, 6 pixels, I'm sorry, solid white. So let me refresh. Yeah, so I need to put a little bit of space between the border and then the text, huh? So I'll say padding 10 pixel, 30 pixels. Like this. Yeah, I can even increase here. I'll say like 8, for example. Okay, so now if you see in this design I showed you, I'm going to add some transition. Like if I hover, then the overlay background color will show up and then the text. So how to do that is I will remove the width here. I'll give it a size of 0. Okay, now there's no overlay background color. And then I will add, I'll say image, post, hover, and overlay like this. So this is going to make sure that as soon as I put my cursor, I hover on the image, the overlay color will appear. So I will simply say width 800 pixels. So now you will see that when I refresh and then hover, now you can see that the overlay is showing as soon as I put my cursor on the image. So in order to fine tune this design, I can add a transition. So I will simply say transition. Yeah, let's say 5 seconds is. So this is going to add some animation as soon as I put my cursor on the image. So as you can see, so now the background overlay is coming from the left to the right, and then the image is coming out as well. Or I could change the text here. I could simply say something simple like subscribe and then refresh. So now, as you can see, the image hover effect is working correctly. So guys, thanks for viewing this video, and I hope this video was informative. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one.